Did you know there was a time when trucks were so ridiculously powerful that their V12 engines could haul loads heavier than small naval vessels? Not concept trucks, not prototypes. These were real working machines, roaring through mines, crossing deserts, dragging impossibly huge logs and shaking the earth beneath them like rolling thunderstorms. And the wildest part? Some of these metal giants are still alive today. So, buckle up, because we're about to explore the 12 most powerful V12 trucks ever built. Machines so extreme, you'll swear they belong in an action movie. Number 12. MAZ 530. Born in the late 1950s during the industrial arms race of the Cold War, the Soviet MAZ 530 wasn't merely a dump truck. It was a steel sledgehammer on wheels. Under that massive hood sat the D12A45 V12 diesel, derived directly from a tank engine and pumping out 450 horsepower. Back then, that was an absurd amount of power. Weighing more than 50 tons, the MAZ 530 looked more like a rolling fortress than a truck. The comfort level? Basically zero. Fuel economy? Don't even ask. It consumed diesel like a thirsty dragon. But if the job was brutal, remote, or nearly impossible, this beast got it done. Finding a surviving MAZ 530 today is like spotting a prehistoric creature, but that deep Soviet V12 rumble. Pure mechanical history. Number 11. Faun K40. In the 1970s and 80s, China unleashed one of the most shockingly powerful trucks ever built, the Faun K40. Its heart was the monstrous Qingfa C2956 V12 diesel, punching out around 710 horsepower, demolishing everything else in its era. Its payload limit? A jaw-dropping 105 tons. This was not a truck you simply drove. You commanded it. Massive frame, towering body, no-nonsense design. The CA30 powered through rugged quarry roads and brutal mining conditions without flinching. It symbolized China's growing industrial ambition. Loud, strong, and absolutely unstoppable. Number 10. Berliet T100. Leave it to the French to say, big is good, but bigger is better. The Berliet T100 was once the largest truck ever built, created in the 1950s to conquer the Sahara's unforgiving oil fields. And powering this colossus, a 29.6-liter Cummins V12 delivering around 700 horsepower. Standing taller than many houses and dwarfing standard trucks like toys, the T100 was a mobile mountain. Even climbing into the cab felt like boarding a building. Fuel consumption was hilarious. You didn't refuel, you provisioned for an expedition. Only a few T100s were ever produced, making them legendary, nearly mythological machines. Spotting a real one today is like seeing a dinosaur that decided to learn how to haul oil. Number 9. Tatra T813. In 1967, Czechoslovakia introduced a truck that didn't chase horsepower records, it chased survival. The Tatra T813. Its 17.6-liter air-cooled V12 produced 250 to 300 horsepower, which may not seem crazy compared to some of the monsters here, but torque and engineering were its secret weapons. With Tatra's backbone tube chassis and fully independent suspension, the T813 went where roads were just suggestions. Mountains, rivers, deserts, war zones, you name it. It didn't roar, it didn't brag, it delivered. Many T813s are still operating today, proving that smart engineering can outlast brute force. Number 8. Tatra 815-7. If the T813 was the veteran warrior, the Tatra 815-7 is the elite Special Forces version. Equipped with an air-cooled turbocharged V12 pushing out nearly 690 horsepower, this militarized monster is built for missions where failure isn't an option. Configurations up to 16x6 drive mean almost every wheel is powered, letting the 815-7 dig through mud, sand, snow, rubble, or post-apocalyptic wastelands without slowing down. Missile transport? Check. Disaster relief? Check. Off-road dominance? Guaranteed. Proof that the V12 isn't extinct, it just evolved. Number 7. International Transtar 4370. In the 1970s, the International Transtar 4370 became one of America's most beloved rigs thanks to one thing: the legendary Detroit Diesel 12 at V12 71. This two-stroke V12 produced around 430-plus horsepower and delivered torque like an angry bull. But what made it unforgettable was the sound. An ear-piercing, high RPM scream that echoed for miles. Truckers called them "screaming Jimmies." With its hardened frame and durable drivetrain, the 4370 conquered coast-to-coast hauling long before aerodynamics and fuel efficiency mattered. Even today, the cult following is huge. Fire one up and the howl alone will transport you back in time. Number 6. Isuzu 512 Series. Isuzu is known worldwide for mid-size commercial trucks, but in the late 20th century, they built a few monsters too. Their V12 diesel engines ranged from 14 liters to a massive 22 liters, producing well over 500 horsepower in heavy-duty configurations. These rigs powered long-haul operations, industrial work, and extreme heat regions in Asia and the Middle East. Their reputation? Quietly legendary. Operators loved them for one reason: they just wouldn't die. Built tough, built reliable, built to endure, these V12 Isuzu giants are still respected wherever extreme duty calls for maximum strength. Number 5. Detroit Diesel 512 Series. Detroit Diesel's V12 lineup, especially the 12V71, 12V92, and nuclear-level 12V149, is the definition of industrial dominance. Power output ranged from 430 horsepower all the way to 1,000-plus horsepower in specialized or marine-derived versions. In trucks, these V12 engines weren't about speed, they were about relentless bulldozer-level torque. They could pull for hours without breaking a sweat, and their signature two-stroke growl was pure mechanical music. From logging trucks to extreme heavy haulers, Detroit Diesel 512 engines often outlived the trucks themselves. Number 4. GMC Twin 6. In the 1960s, GMC took a wild approach. They combined two V6 engines into one block. The result was the quirky yet powerful Twin 6 V12, an 11.5-liter gasoline engine producing 250 horsepower and 585 pound-feet of torque. Smooth, quiet, and incredibly durable, it powered heavy trucks, fire apparatus, and industrial machinery. Its production only ran from 1960 to 1965, but collectors today prize surviving units for their uniqueness and impressive rumble. It's one of the most fascinating V12 experiments ever mounted in a truck. Number 3. American Lafrance and Seagrave Fife 12 fire trucks. During the mid-20th century, many American Lafrance and Seagrave fire trucks ran massive V12 gasoline engines, derived from Pierce Arrow luxury cars. With around 250 horsepower and loads of torque, these rigs could accelerate shockingly fast for their size, crucial for emergency responses. Their deep, roaring V12 soundtrack became iconic. Even before you saw the flashing lights, you could hear the cavalry coming. Today, they're prized pieces in museums and parades, rolling reminders of an era when fire trucks had more style than Hollywood action films. Number 2. Pacific P12. Built for logging, bridge transport, and megaloads, the Pacific P12 is one of North America's toughest off-highway trucks ever created. Often fitted with Detroit Diesel 512 like the 12V71 or 12V149, these rigs produced between 430 and 800-plus horsepower depending on the setup. The P12 crawled through rugged Canadian wilderness, carrying entire sections of bridges, monstrous logs, or industrial hardware too heavy for normal trucks to attempt. Decades later, many are still in service, a testament to their near-indestructible engineering. Number 1. Faun K40. Finally, we reach one of the rarest V12 trucks ever built, the Faun K40. Powered by a Maybach MD870 V12 diesel, generating around 500 horsepower, this beast specialized in moving tanks, construction machinery, and oversized loads that would cripple ordinary transporters. Advanced suspension, strong braking systems, and German engineering precision made it a post-war marvel. Only a limited number were built, making it a true collector's gem today. A K40 sighting is as rare as spotting a unicorn powered by diesel. If you love this deep dive into the world's most powerful V12 trucks, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing machines every single week. Tell me in the comments, which V12 monster shocked you the most? Thanks for watching, stay unstoppable, and I'll see you in the next video.